People who say, I work for a good leader, but I have no relationship with that leader, are just as likely to leave as people who say, I work for a bad leader. There's a million miles between being loved and being seen. They make their quotas, they get the campaign launched, what actually lights them up inside, they're gonna leave. We tell them about the big goals. They get excited? No. What does this mean for me? And what we learned is that people who say, I work for a good leader, but I have no relationship with that leader, are just as likely to leave as people who say, I work for a bad leader. There's a million miles between being loved and being seen. So if your people think that you love them because they do what's in their job description, they make their quotas, they get the campaign launched, they get through the stomach-churning, butt-clenching moments, but they don't think that you know what actually lights them up inside, they're gonna leave. As leaders, the more we get to the closer to the head of the table, the more we're expected to talk, to tell, to have all the answers. We tell them about the big goals, the annual plans. We come back from events like this and we're like, let me tell you about all the exciting things we're doing. And what do? They get excited? No. Their eyes glaze over. And why? Because you're telling them about what excites you, and all they're thinking is, am I going to have a job after the end of all this excitement? What does this mean for me? It's important to talk, but it's even more important to listen, to ask questions, to find out what excites them about their work. What interests them about our organization's long-term goals? Ask who they are, why they do what they do, what lights them up inside. Because 71%, almost 3/4, told us that they would work harder if what they did actually mattered to them more. So as we're thinking about communications as a strategic driver for growth, I want you to remember that limitless leaders start with inspiration when things are easy so that they can really drive down to calling when things get hard.